Well, shit. I've been muted this whole time. All right.
James is right. The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they promised.
Wow, I've
But what
been
does the
muted
Wealth
this
Act
whole
mean for us?
time. We'll keep that in.
We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that Advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next
All right.
step in the grand plan.
Grand plan, Alan.
It's all in my book, Alan James's Right.
Ah, there he goes.
Jeremy.
Well, I mean, I did promote his book on the last video, so of course.
Short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way we
Whoops.
are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is...
Shamelessly self-promoting.
Right.
Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most disruptive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't
And
what
this will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities. We're talking...
Out of the wrong orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing, we'll be laughing then.
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes, Advance are radical, and change is always frightening, but the
Let's
truth
see what it
is
gains from
that the
abuse.
Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! What this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is that...
Ah,
these are the same
too late.
people. Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're like psychic...
Whoa.
That's based on the facts. Katie, what are your predictions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first
Sure you
step.
want to say that
Advance
on
now have
news?
Historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public
And then again,
services, they're already
can't have
they're
news
already
without some
funding
controversies.
unprecedented amounts into scientific research and the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book...
Oh, there he goes again.
Opiate arts. Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals. They're pumping it full of belief juice.
Don't get me wrong.
Believe
I want to see these
juice.
changes, but only if they're
Dude's a
sustainable.
full-blown
If
conspiracy
Advance lose their power
theorist.
After spending half of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan.
Yeah, I know. I got a video to make here.
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
No, of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National Nightly News.
1 minute back.
You know, I think they might do some good.
I hope so too, Jeremy.
Ah,
Being paid by
shit.
them.
Shut the fuck up,
Whoops.
Alan. I've never heard so much shit in my life.
I meant to press an ad.
News full of shit, won't we?
Ah, I lost track of time.
Unfortunately, I can't understand it for you.
Well, I don't know what she meant by that.
Segment great. Shit. I edit my own videos. How is that I'm shit at this?
Actually, fuck it, I don't care. I hate the fucking news. Oh, bloody hell, I love this tune, though. All right, mate, see you later. Bye.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying I'll do what I can, that's all.
Oh shit, you will. She's good. You know she is.
I've said I put a word in, that's all I can do.
10 seconds, everybody. It's little JT scared of the big bad culture of water.
If that sticks, I'll destroy you.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a
Oh,
deep
come
dive
on.
into the state of law and order in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight,
Oh.
we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problem.
Why won't it go up? It won't go up.
Can you hear me, Greg?
It won't go up.
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
Oh. Broadcast failed. Uh-oh. You lost the audience because you showed too much footage that was not for broadcast. Use the lights under the small TV screen to help you. Ah, shit. Man, I am terrible at this job. They probably are. If I was in the news and this was happening, I would have been fired already. Like, already hear one of you guys laughing at me. I know it's you. I know you're laughing at me. I can hear it in your laugh. I'm breaking the fourth wall on this one. No one of you is laughing.
Welcome back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have
There we
Gregory
go.
Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we
Oh,
are
wait. I think I remember
maximally
this on the
staffed
demo.
in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desks.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand.
Oh, yeah.
There just simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem. We need more support from ministers. We need change at a structural level,
I'm
Jeremy.
leaving, Greg.
Not a good time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
Just hang on. No, the problem isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes.
Just give him a reaction shot.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
Oh, boy.
The affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public
Sorry
servants.
to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I
Oh, it's all-
to
it's all
tell my
fine.
husband I'm leaving?
Yes, I totally understand. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Next, I'm joined by Police Chief Constable Bob Peel, a man
Oh,
with a very
boy.
different perspective on our nation's crime. Do you think there's a problem with the system, Bob?
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I am sure we all long for a return to the days when you could safely walk the streets of your community.
Okay, now I'm doing it right.
windows and generally enjoy
Before I was
without
panicking.
the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife. Or
Ooh.
cosh.
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not a simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay. We've diluted our culture and lost touch with what it means to be a citizen of this once great country. Also, as the vicar noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably shouldn't have banned hanging.
And to what do you attribute this moral decay?
Foreigners, gays and gypsies mainly.
Oh,
all in the
whoa.
Bible. Look, Leviticus clearly states that...
Yes, about. Oh,
Hang
boy.
on a moment. Jeremy, your bloody gimps escaped.
There we go.
Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear?
Oh, boy.
As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible for the moral decay?
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use a little help with this.
Sorry, darling, I was staying the Badgers.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Dalton.
I should probably
Clive,
keep it
could you
like
give me a
this.
Oh, Clive, you know it's Wednesday. Back you go. Back in your gimp space. Off
And
you go.
whose
Back
responsibility
in-
is it to make a change, Bob?
Well, it is certainly not the responsibility of the decent, good, white people.
Yes.
Oh, hold on just a moment.
Then what the heck this dude's not even in his pants?
Naughty boy. Mummy said get
Clive,
in
I am not having this again.
Mummy said get back in your gimp space. No. Naughty. You
Keep it like this for the news.
As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility
Maybe I should
of the
keep it like
criminal,
this, I don't
no
know.
one else. Look, everyone has a
Oh, boy.
story, but we don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice comes home with an A-, does she go on a killing spree? No, she takes 3.
Does your daughter know that you're doing this kind of acts,
Thank you,
dude?
Bob. Bob Peel there, really locking down the police's position on morality for us. And finally tonight,
Oh no, it's
Interrupted.
Tidwank Tony.
It's time to get to the heart of the matter. Tony Dawson has recently been released from prison.
Now, I booked
3 years for aggravated
No, what?
burglary and menacing assault. He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I believe, his birthday. Many happy returns, Tony.
Cheers, Jez. Call me Titwank Tony. Everybody
Told you,
else-
Tidwank Tony.
No, I'm not going to be doing that. Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony?
Titwank Tony. Prison's a mixed bag. Structure's quite
Fuck.
nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalization, as you can imagine. And obviously, Titwanks are quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank Tony. Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to get back to that party as soon as possible. First, let me ask you this. Do you feel that your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Titwank Tony. I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez. I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. Big Chris, little Chris,
Let's see.
and Vampire Chris.
Oh boy, this is gonna be one hell of a party.
One sec, love. Titwank Tony's on the news. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. It's just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
So, do you feel tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this guy?
You are joking. Chrissy's only got Mr. Fancy, oh. Not now, fellas, I'm on the news.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
little boy.
Oh, I can't really
What
hear you,
the
mate. It's
fuck?
getting a bit busy here.
The hell did they invite the whole circus here?
Yes, we seem to be losing the signal.
And a mariachi band?
Well, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think we... Yes, Tony? Tony, I mean, we're literally away from 2
The guys show that.
How has this happened, Tony? Can you Well, we seem to have lost our train of thought there a little. Hopefully you, the viewer at home, have managed to gain a broader understanding of the serious and complex issues around law and order. After the break, Megan will be live with some plucky young thespians. Don't go away. We'll be back after these messages.
Oh, so close.
Well,
Mate, I ain't got long
Almost missed the advertisement.
night. In this next section, there's a bit of music. Editing time with the music. You can
Segment
see
grade
the
B.
result of the
Okay,
production mix.
that was better than before, actually.
Don't worry if you don't know, you won't get punished for it or nothing. Just try and stay in the groove. Also, one last tip, when the music starts, turn down the broadcast volume. Right, enjoy the music bit. God, I love music. God, I'm so pissed. I think I might go and throw up in a bit.
Please don't throw up on the phone. Thank you.
Welcome back.
this is a new.
Oh, maybe I should set this up.
Everybody, we're gonna open on Megan. Camera 2.
Oh,
Going in
open on
5,
Megan. Yeah.
4,
There we go.
3.
Welcome's Black. I'm Megan Wolf.
Welcome's
And on
Black.
tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of
Oh, no.
secondary schools.
Not the Hey.
You all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my
I'm already thinking of the song in my head.
more popular one.
What is the song? You're about to hear it.
Were really the ones who came up with the whole idea. Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been
Okay, making sure my mic is on.
Fortunately, I died at the time when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Oh, right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher. Maths is really important. Oh, thanks.
Math is really important.
Yeah, thanks,
As is theatre. It's one of the oldest art
Thanks.
forms in history. Aristotle. I just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing. We touch our audiences and they touch us right back.
I suppose with a surname like Algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
And teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter.
And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
That's right.
From this play,
Put into
aren't you?
context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah, because doesn't actually have a
Look at the guy on the right. Still spaced out.
Metaphor? Maybe she's you at home, or like maybe she's
Maths is really important. Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Math is really important.
Thanks, Steve.
I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it. Run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it. That's it. That way.
Oh, okay.
So, Jeff, when did you first hear about the grant?
2 days ago, a letter from
There we
Advance
go.
arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary
Oh, well,
retrieved it from his
can
bag.
I show the behind the scenes?
How did you react?
I also threw it in the bin.
How did you react?
But then Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny because Angela
Ah,
and I don't usually
shit,
vote.
that was a
We're not
censor.
very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic, mainly. But we did used to watch that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day, and so we thought, why not? Let's have a go with this whole democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we Ballywell are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant!
So, let's have a look at a short section
Okay.
of Hey, at a short friendship of Hey, friendship.
Dear diary,
Okay, I'll stay silent for this. You gotta hear this.
I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears. Another day of tears. Another day of fears. Another day of fears. But still I walk the corridors alone. But still I walk the corridors alone. Dreading what might be around every corner. Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
Oh fuck! I gave him motion sickness. Oh shit! Damn, I lost so many views.
Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning, but will this make me feel better about my violent father?
Excuse me, I'm late for maths. Excuse me, it's my favourite subject. I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. And so important.
Maths is for losers.
What?
Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck.
Maths is... Keep going, for fuck's sake!
Right.
Keep going, for...
Maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money. Now,
Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating? Why am I only truly happy when I'm
Not
eating?
today, Gary the Fist. Not today.
What do you
Gary
mean
the
not
Fist.
today? Who are you? What do you mean not today? My arm's free coat.
Brilliant, keep going!
My arm's free coat.
Brilliant, keep
Who are
going.
you to stand up to me? I'm Gary the Fist. And you're just a sad little girl with two gay dads who's all...
Wow.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. That's where you're wrong. These are my two new friends. These Vanessa is captain of the netball team. Vanessa is captain of the netball team.
Oh, whoops.
And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
And Blake owns a motorbike.
But I can't fight all three of you. And I don't have any friends of my own.
Oh, here we go.
Take a look at me. Take a little look at my face. I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me.
Or you could be me.
Life can be cheeky.
He's too tall in frame.
If you work as a team.
It's my choice to be mean. So
I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist, but that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and if he hit my mum for dinner, he had to wait. Where's my dinner?
It's not ready.
Where's my dinner, woman?
Go.
Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women is wrong.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. 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 It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be peachy keen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If you work as a team.
Just work as a team.
It's your choice to be me.
It's my choice.
So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Friendship!
Yes!
Haha, that was good. That was very good.
Well, thankfully that's all we have time for tonight on the National Nightly News. Join us tomorrow night for all the headlines from across the country. My name's Jeremy Dalton. Have a peaceful night. What?
That was good editing I did.
Was that?
I believe that was art.
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock, but doesn't make it so.
I believe adequate paint checks.
Oh, someone please get these twats out of my studio.
Oh, already we're in 30 minutes. Segment great. E, come on, that was pretty good music editing. Sequence B. D. Fuck. You have received a slight dock to pay. Oh, damn. Current wealth, crippling debt. Ah, shit. Is that good? Is that like a... So they docked my pay. And the boss hates me. Lies pretty hard on the council estate. Told you that the musical gets good. Anyways, day 15, a late night. You arrive home another long shift to find a note waiting for you on the countertop. You recognize Sam's hurried scroll. Chris has been evicted for not paying rent. Oh shit. You know where this is headed. Oh no. Sam's gone to pick up Chris's stuff from the street. Don't wait up. Underlined twice. So this was your fault now, is it? You sulkily press play on the cheap horror film you were going to watch together. It used to absolutely terrify you as a kid. It always makes the two of you laugh. It's not the same without Sam. But you still chuckle to yourself occasionally, I meant. Just as you get to the good bit, the part where Candy decides to investigate alone, dumbass, your 14-year-old son interrupts. He wants to go to a friend's house. He looks at you in a way only a child can, pleading but somehow defiant. You let him go, as long as he promises to be home by 11. You tell Charlie no? He knows he's not allowed out this late in front of school night. I mean, I would let him out, yeah, just don't be late, but... What if I say that, then my wife comes in and be like, why'd you let him out? So, yeah, go to your friend's house. Clearly surprised, he practically races out at the door. See, I made his night. You doze in front of the movie, waiting for his return. You start awake to the sound of TV static. It's gone midnight, and there's no sign of Charlie or Sam. It's school night, and he promised. So you go over there and march him home. Or you're tired and in a bad mood. You trust Charlie. He'll be home soon. No, I specifically told him, come back home. Arriving at the friend's house, you find your son, who miraculously notices the time when he sees you. Well, go figure. He may think you were born yesterday, but at least he apologizes. That's something. You recognize that cheeky, mischievous look? You can't help but let him off this time. I mean, okay, next time, don't be late. The next time you do it, you're not going out anymore. Not until the weekends. Or heck, you'll be limited on the weekends. Alright, it's been a month already. A tight Christmas. Oh boy. A tight Christmas. You can't help but crack a smile as you look around the table. The snow has settled on the grass outside. The kids are pulling a cracker while your elderly mother tries to keep her eyes open. You did always have a soft spot for Christmas. You're sitting at the head of the table now. Your dad's place. It's been a tense afternoon. Everyone can feel it. It's the first time you've seen Chris since you refused to part with your passport. It's a big change for Sam. The two siblings used to be inseparable. Hey, I did warn him that it's illegal. It's better than for him to be out with us rather than spend the rest of his days in prison. I mean, heck, Chris would have been in prison right now during Christmas. So yeah, be happy that you're not in prison. Christmas is usually such a nice time of year. It is. The clatter of cutlery? Yeah, I can't pronounce it. Is all that can be heard as Chris stares pointedly at you. Are you having a nice Christmas, Grandma? Your mother stares vacantly at you, confused. She comes back to herself with a start of recognition. Yes, thank you, Alex. It's lovely, she murmurs. It's been happening more and more lately. He's still fine. You make a toast. You stand and raise your glass. Okay. Everybody! Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm glad we're all here. There are murmurs of cheers and much clinking glasses. Chris doesn't move. Yeah, we're all here. No thanks to you. Chris, sighs Sam. Come on now, it's Christmas. Can't we put that behind us? I wasn't talking to you. Or, Sam's right. Let's just try and enjoy ourselves. Chris turns away from you, taking some frustration out of a cheap cut of roasted chicken. Your daughter Susie sees the opportunity to corner you. You know how you love me? You chuckle. This sounds familiar. I'm not going to like this, am I? You joke. Susie rolls her eyes. You know me and my friends are planning on going traveling this year. Susie begins innocently. Well, I was hoping you'd help me with the money. She's interrupted by Chris, who makes a derisive snort. I wouldn't hold your breath, Suze. Not known for your generosity, are you, Alex? Dude, let it go. I saved you from prison. Be happy. Chris, do us all the favor and shut the fuck up. And I say, shut your mouth. Anyways, ignore Chris. You smile at your daughter. We'll see so many parts of the world and learn so much about cultures. Susie gushes. You sigh and lower your voice. You know money is really tight now. That grandma's staying here. We just don't have that kind of money, Suze. And besides, my paycheck got cut because of my shitty work. But please, Harriet's parents are helping her. And is that my problem? I know you want to go on this trip. Yeah, I'm sorry. I wish we could afford it. But we can't. What? You promised. She looks from the face of one of her... Oh my god. Come on. She lets out a frustrated shriek and buries her head in her hands. Chris starts to... Oh, fuck off, dude. And the Parent of the Year award goes to... Chris starts a sarcastic drum roll on the table. You look to Sam for support, but none is forthcoming. Pay no attention, Suze. Chris goes on. Alex has no time for their family. Isn't that right? You can't bring yourself to speak. Pathetic. Chris puts an arm around Susie and escorts her out of the room. Sam follows without meeting your gaze. Oh, okay. Charlie excuses himself awkwardly as you start to clear the plates in silence. Have you had a nice birthday, Pat? Your mother chimes in cheerfully. Merry fucking Christmas. Maybe next year. I got that trophy. God, this is more depressing. A welcome windfall. Jeez, I'm already about to hit 40 minutes. You're leafing through the pile of accumulated posts. Each new bill pulls on your gut like a lead weight until a flash of blue makes you pause. Recognizing the teal advance logo on the envelope, you tear it open. Dear Winston residents, thank you for sending us your passports for approval. We can now confirm the receipt and validation of the new Assets and Wealth Redemption Scheme. Hopefully this will make the last month of Arguments with Sam worth it. As such, it's our pleasure to enclose a check, which we hope you will see as a symbol, not only of our gratitude to you, but of our unwavering commitment to creating a society free of inequality. The throbbing of your throbbing of your fresh speed-induced paper cut is the only reason you can believe you're awake. So wait, I'm like, wait. Yeah, I'm awake. A check. And a sizable one at that. Crystal's right. Bands really are redistributing wealth. Oh man, that should pay for my daughter's trip. We will continue to strive for the betterment of this nation and its people. Forwards together, Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. The weight of your financial burden lessens slightly. It's bliss. I know, they docked my pay. Hopefully this will be worth it. A long weekend. Why does the zip on this damn case never close? It's your anniversary. Every year, you and Sam go away for the weekend. Usually camping. You're not made of money. Oh, look at my current wealth. Sometimes splurging. That's a good start. No kids, no work, just a bit of romance and some peace and quiet. The zip finally gives up the battle, and you drag the bulging suitcase down the stairs. The answering machine is blinking on the hall table. Oh my god. Good evening, Alex. This is Mr. Bozeman. I'm calling to inform you that you will be required to work this weekend. Your heart sinks. Some information has come to light concerning the Oh my god. Needless to say, I will expect your attendance tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. sharp. Have a pleasant evening, Alex. I was having a pleasant evening until you called me, Mr. Bozeman. Shock turns to annoyance and then fury. What are you going to tell Sam? Sam comes downstairs, brimming with excitement. Kissing you, they grab the card. Well, I realized the demo says she. I guess they wanted to have more diverse. I appreciate that. They grab the car keys from the dish and start to load your bags into the back. Ignore the message. You need this weekend. I know, I had a shitty Christmas, so this will get my mind off of it. Message deleted. What was that? Comes at a voice from behind you. Oh, nothing important. You reply as you put on your coat. Adrenaline coursing through your body. Grabbing Sam around the waist, you practically slam the front door. You might as well enjoy your time off. You're going to pay for it on Monday. I ain't got the money for it. Besides, I need this. Like I said, I got a shitty Christmas. This will take my mind off of it. An unwelcome return. When you get to work Monday morning, you got some sour looks from your exhausted colleagues. A note sits waiting for you. The immaculate script is blood red. I am very disappointed, Winston. Was it worth it? Oh boy. Day 98. Permission slip. Your son Charlie hovers at your elbow as you read. Do you find yourself striving to achieve? Are you an active member of the team? Do you like reaping the benefits of cooperation? Join the Advanced Go-Getters today. Forwards together. This doesn't sound like the youth club he told you about. Charlie grabs the flyer. Excuse me. Grabs the flyer from you. Jesus, we're already at 42 minutes. Okay. Thrust the form into your head. Okay, I'm just gonna have to go through this. So you won't have anything to do with. You won't have to do anything. You sign a permission slip for your son to join the Advanced Go-Getters. Okay, yeah. Go ahead, son. Your son is thrilled. It's heartwarming to see him so passionate about becoming an active part of the community. This can only be a good thing. On the next news segment, I will stop the video. After a particularly long day at work, you come home to find the post sorted into piles, as Sam has taken to do recently. Oh, thank you. Most of it's just the usual rubbish. But a letter with the increasingly familiar Advanced logo, an urgent respond immediately, plastered on the front in a correspondingly urgent red font, grabs your attention. Best to get it over with. Dear Winston residents, this letter is to inform you that the Advanced government has taken another step forwards in our fight for equality by nationalizing. Yeah, you don't remember this being in the manifesto? Yeah, I don't remember shit. What should I join? Neil's Deals Limited. We've been sponsoring Neil. I'm gonna help Neil. It seems Advanced can't defeat the quagmire of governmental bureaucracy. The future of this nation is in partnership, forwards together. Julia Salisbury and Peter Clark. Just how much influence could you have? No, I mean, Jesus. The Teenage Rebellion. Oh, God. You step out of your old car in silence. Sam slams the door and you wince. Like, oh, God. Hoping the door wouldn't come off its hinges. Like, okay, careful. I know you're pissed off, but don't break the car. Then, holiday time. Oh, cool. Never mind, I can afford it. You don't say anything. Now it's not the time. As you approach the front desk, you feel physically sick. Okay, that was not fun. Okay, I'll wait. Eventually, after what seems like an eternity, your daughter is brought out by an officer. Okay, yeah, I think this is where she basically vandalized. Keep her away from that boy. I think she'll be fine. Okay. Neither of you are going to sleep tonight. Yeah. I already got a trophy again. Jesus Christ. How many trophies am I getting? Alright, can I be back on the broadcast station now? Okay. This will be the end of episode 2. Will I do episode 3? Yes. So, see you all in episode 3. Goodbye.
Mario, what'd you do with my spaghetti tacos?